In the tranquil surroundings of Lumbini Grove, on a full moon night in the year 563 BCE, a child was born into the world. His name was Siddhartha Gautama, destined to become the enlightened one, revered by millions as Lord Buddha. Siddhartha was born to King Suddhodana and Queen Maya of the Shakya clan. His birth was accompanied by miraculous signs and auspicious omens, leading the kingdom to celebrate the arrival of the blessed child. Among them was the sage Asita, who made a profound prophecy. Asita gazed at the infant with tears in his eyes, declaring that Siddhartha would grow to become either a great king who would unite India or a supreme spiritual leader who would guide the world to enlightenment. This child bears the marks of a great being. He will either become a universal monarch, ruling with justice and wisdom, or he will renounce the world and attain enlightenment, leading humanity out of the darkness of ignorance. King Suddhodana, desiring his son to follow in his footsteps as a mighty ruler, sought to shield Siddhartha from any knowledge of suffering or hardship, hoping to keep him within the confines of the palace. As Siddhartha grew, he was surrounded by luxury and pleasure, shielded from the harsh realities of the world. Yet, despite his father's efforts, Siddhartha's destiny would be shaped by three profound encounters that would lead him to renounce his princely life. The first event occurred when Siddhartha encountered an elderly man, bent with age and weakened by illness. Shocked by the sight of human suffering, Siddhartha realized that old age, sickness, and death were inevitable aspects of human existence, regardless of wealth or status. This encounter planted the seed of disillusionment within Siddhartha's heart, prompting him to question the superficial pleasures of palace life and seek a deeper understanding of the nature of existence. The second event unfolded when Siddhartha came face to face with a man suffering from a severe illness. Overwhelmed by the man's anguish and the despair of those around him, Siddhartha was struck by the universality of human suffering and the futility of material wealth in alleviating it. It was in this moment of profound empathy that Siddhartha recognized the emptiness of worldly pursuits and resolved to seek a path that would liberate humanity from the cycle of suffering. The final event occurred when Siddhartha encountered a funeral procession, witnessing firsthand the inevitable fate that awaited all living beings: death. Surrounded by grief-stricken mourners, Siddhartha confronted the harsh reality of mortality, prompting him to ponder the mysteries of existence and the quest for eternal truth. It was amidst these three profound encounters, with old age, suffering, and death, that Siddhartha Gautama realized the impermanence and unsatisfactoriness of worldly existence. Fueled by a deep yearning for spiritual liberation, he resolved to renounce his princely life, his wife Princess Yasodhara, and his son Rahula to embark on a journey in search of ultimate truth and enlightenment. And so, with his heart burdened by the suffering of humanity and a burning desire for liberation, Siddhartha Gautama bid farewell to his princely life and set out into the world, determined to find the path that would lead him to ultimate enlightenment. In the year 534 BCE, after years of spiritual seeking and ascetic practices, Siddhartha Gautama arrived at Bodh Gaya and resolved to meditate beneath a Bodhi tree. For 49 days and nights he sat in deep contemplation, battling the temptations of Mara, the demon of desire. During his meditation, a pivotal moment occurred by the banks of the Nirvana river. A village woman named Sujata, moved by Siddhartha's emaciated condition, offered him a bowl of kheer, a sweet rice pudding, as an act of compassion. "Sujata, please accept this humble offering. May it give you the strength you need." Grateful for Sujata's kindness, Siddhartha accepted the kheer. This simple meal nourished his body and renewed his determination to continue his meditation. As he consumed the nourishing kheer, Siddhartha realized the importance of balance and moderation. This meal became a turning point, reinforcing his commitment to seek the middle way. Following his enlightenment, the Buddha traveled to Sarnath, where he delivered his first sermon to a group of 5 ascetics, revealing the 4 noble truths and the Eightfold Path. In the year 534 BCE, at the age of 35, the Buddha spoke of the nature of suffering, its causes, and the path to its cessation, igniting the spark of enlightenment in the hearts of his listeners. Among his earliest disciples were those who had once practiced asceticism alongside him. They included names like Ananda, his devoted attendant, Sariputta, renowned for his wisdom, and Mahakasyapa, who became a leading monk. And so, in the sacred groves of Sarnath, the Buddha's teachings were born, offering humanity a path to liberation from suffering and the attainment of ultimate peace and enlightenment. The Buddha also developed a significant relationship with King Ajatashatru, the ruler of Magadha. Initially, King Ajatashatru was an adversary, having committed grave sins, including patricide, to ascend the throne. However, through the Buddha's guidance, he found a path to redemption and became a devoted follower, supporting the spread of the Buddha's teachings. King Ajatashatru revered Buddha, "I seek your forgiveness and wisdom to atone for my sins." Buddha King Ajatashatru, it is never too late to change one's path. True repentance and right actions can lead you to peace. But as the years passed, his health began to decline, and he knew that his time on earth was drawing to a close. In the year 483 BCE, at the age of 80, Buddha reached the town of Kushinagar. Surrounded by his disciples, he lay down on a bed between 2 sal trees and entered into parinirvana, the final cessation of all earthly suffering. In his final moments, he offered his last teachings, encouraging his disciples to continue practicing diligently and to strive for their own enlightenment. Buddha decay is inherent in all component things. Work out your own salvation with diligence. Thus, the Buddha left his physical form, but his teachings endured, guiding countless souls on the path to enlightenment.